they like to smoke a cigarette. Now, apparently what I like to do after I have sex is wait 10 years before I have sex again. That's what I like to do. My balls are every color in the spectrum, man. They're blue. I saw some chartreuse in my balls the other night. I gotta get laid. I gotta get laid. Fuck me. Somebody fuck me. My balls are gonna explode.
Okay, so it's a tradition I started last episode with Gabe. Is he introed the episode into that camera?
Oh, sure.
Do you want to just kick us off? Just say it's the night.
I got to do everything here. Right? Come on. Is that right? Sure. Yeah. Hi, I'm Mike K, and I'm an alcoholic. And, I'm also a compulsive gambler, a porn addict, and a food addict, and lots of stuff. And I'm here with Max Lowe, who I've known for about 5 years now.
Yeah, it sounds, I think about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Mike.
I didn't finish.
Okay.
Right.
My bad.
No, man, I'm a guest. Let me finish. No. So yeah, Max, this is Max's show, the Max Lowe show. And Max is a real nice guy, and I'm very happy to be here today.
I like that I saw you read the name of the show as you did that. You're like, this is the Max Lowe show.
You know, at my age, I forget. I forget stuff. So, yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for being here, Mike. Thanks for doing the intro.
I'm not done. Hold on.
Okay.
No, go. Okay.
It's just the Mike Kramer show now.
Oh, good. Hey.
Mike, okay, so actually the first thing I want to ask you about is what we were chatting about just before we started, which is you were talking about your shadow self on stage. Honestly, one of the most interesting things to me about you as a comic is that difference between your on-stage behavior and who you are off stage.
Yeah.
Do you think you could explain that to people real quick, you know?
Yeah, I think my offstage behavior would bore people on stage. So I just, for me, I like to, I feel like stand-up comedy is just a way for me to be a little more of myself, that shadow self. It's allowed up there.
Yeah.
Like I can't go on in the streets and yell and scream at people like I do on stage. So it's just a place where I can do that. And as long as it's not really hostile and turns off audiences.
Yeah.
Because that there is a level of hostility where the audiences do kind of pull back.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line.
Yeah. And you, I would say, push that line. Like I think you're stylistically like a intense comic on stage. It's a stark difference talking to you off stage.
Yeah, I'm boring. You know. Yeah.
Does that, so you would just say it's a release of that shadow self. It's getting that energy out there that you don't want to be you off stage.
Yeah, and it's also part of me.
Yeah,
that I have to get out somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good place.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Do you? I guess would you say it's cathartic? Would you say it's like feels good to like say that stuff
when people are laughing? Yeah. When I'm bombing, I feel like an idiot because people look at me like, "What's wrong with this guy?" But when it's funny and the material is strong, then it works really well and it is cathartic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoy your comedy and a few comics like you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where, I mean, but it is interesting to see some people not get what you're going for. Cause when comics are like particularly outspoken, I think sometimes it comes across as like they're genuinely angry or upset. And like, I'm sure there's some genuine anger in your behavior, but
Totally.
it is, I can tell when I watch you, it's a release and that you're not really trying to come at anyone, but I don't know that audiences always get that, you know? And
yeah, that's also something that I have to be careful of. Like, I don't want to preach on stage either. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's a guy like Bill Hicks who, he was an angry comic and he preached about, to me, he was like a preacher also. He talked about social issues a lot, but he was really angry about it. And he's wonderful, and
Yeah.
but that's not what I'm going for. I'm looking to have fun up there.
Yeah.
And even if it comes across as angry, I just want to have fun and have the audience have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite part of any comic. I mean, I think Norm's my favorite comic of all time.
Norm Macdonald?
Yeah. And anytime I can tell that a comic is just trying to have fun and they're not trying to teach me something, I'm like, yeah, I'll come along with you wherever you're going. If you're entertaining yourself, you're entertaining me. That's thought.
Yeah. And a guy like George Carlin, I mean, he obviously was, trying to teach people something. But to me, it was obvious he felt stuff about it.
Yeah.
And it was genuine in him. It was like a realness about his stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's interesting. All right. So I'm going to dive into some questions I've pre-written here. There, some of them,
okay.
if they offend you.
Hold on, I'm panning. Was that okay? No. Hey, what's this?
I can't put you in front of a camera, Mike. You're immediately.
Once you get off the material, forget it, man. I'm gonna do magic tricks. I got cards. I got a deck of cards with me, baby.
That's great.
Let's do magic. No, go ahead, Max. I'm sorry.
No, you're great. I love it.
You do? Okay. No.
You really are a clown, Mike.
Yeah. Thank you.
Literally. Anyway. Okay. So Mike, you are old.
Fuck you, man. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you again, then.
Great. End of question. That was it. That was no.
That wasn't a question.
You're right.
That was a very hurtful statement.
No, real question.
Yes.
Comedy, especially like up and coming comics. It's like
there's no such thing as up and coming comics nowadays.
Yeah.
They all suck, man. They all suck. I hate them. I do. Young comics say, I'm sorry, Max.
No, go for it. I like it.
They're just all the same. They're all the same. They take no risks.
Ooh.
Some of them don't write any jokes. They don't write jokes. They're doing crowd work now. That's like a form of comedy now.
Yeah.
And hey, more power to them, but write material and don't be lazy. And and some are great at crowd work, but I personally, I mean, who am I to say? But I just don't. I think young comics today are just garbage.
Wow, I like the honest. What I was getting at is like, it's like a young man's sport in a lot of ways. Like there's like an energy, especially in the open mic up and coming scene of like, it's cliquey, it's dudes hanging out, and I was just curious about your perspective, which I guess is you're tired of them all being the same on
stage. Yeah. And they're nice guys off stage, nice women off stage. On stage, though, they're all the same.
Wow,
they're all the same.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I like to hear it.
Yeah. Is that the end of that question?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, you got a further follow up on the ways in which they're the same or anything like that?
Yeah, they don't. There's no material.
Mm-hmm.
They don't write material, and they don't. There's no. Like, I'm a very expressive comic.
Yeah.
And when I see comics up there, they're all the same. They look the same. They talk the same. They talk about the same stuff. I'm of course I'm being very general right here, but that's what I've seen. And so yeah.
Can you give some examples of some of the stuff that you feel like you didn't used to be universal, but now it's what everyone talks about?
I think social media is stuff a lot.
Okay.
People talk about that. Dating is people talk about that all the time now. Yeah.
What would you like to see? What kind of material would get you excited if you saw a young comic doing it?
To talk about personal stuff, you know. I mean, I'm hacked because I talk about getting old. And, it's so easy for me. There's so much material.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hacky also, and that to me is that's real for me right now.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff I'd like to see. Is like just it's like there's a thing in comedy where if the more painful your life is, the funnier you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of material there.
Mm-hmm.
But with younger comics, I feel like they're all on social media, and they're not really dealing with life. They're not dealing with life issues. So there's no material there for them to talk about. And then the ones that do talk about life issues are young, and they're talking about, I don't know, going to college or something. And I went for college for an hour. You know, that was I did. I went, and so that there's a lot of material there.
Yeah.
But you know, talking about going to college and getting a degree, and that there's no pain in their lives. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm being a real asshole.
No.
I just want to acknowledge that.
I'm going to be an asshole to you with more of these questions, and it'll all balance out.
Did that just happen because of all the stuff I'm saying? Because I think young comics suck now.
No, I need vengeance. That's no. We'll get into it.
Yeah. No, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So.
That's fair. Me too. Me more than you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
can I say? I want to say one thing. When I first started comedy years ago, all the comics we all had different backgrounds, different perspectives, different styles, and that's what I don't see a lot of anymore.
Do you think it's more sanitized? People are playing it safer, or like
that's a good yeah.
Why do you think? Do you have any feeling about why? Yeah,
because people are more interested in being liked nowadays than being honest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you think it's comedy is more of a popularity contest than it used to be, or something along those lines, or is it just the effect of social media making everything into a game of who's got the most followers or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's part of it. And I just think there's just so much, I think people are not, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just had a senior moment there. So just, you know.
It's anything you do is technically a senior moment. So.
Damn, this guy is good, man. This guy. We should do a roast. I've done roasts, so you know.
I don't like roasts, so even though I'm right now doing one, I guess.
You can roast me. That's good. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna go kill him. Go ahead. I know I'm gonna get killed for this too, for what I said about young comics.
Nah, you're gonna get.
What difference does it make, right, Max?
That's the importance of it. Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna be dead in 2 months anyway.
Yeah. Okay, glad you know the date. That's okay, here's one. At what age? Wait, let me. Sorry, my nose is so stuffy.
That's bad. He's clearing his nose.
At what age do you think people think that they're mature, that they understand life, but they're not even close yet?
Wow, that's. I mean, I'm still dealing with stuff from childhood. No kidding.
Yeah.
So
you think there's no age really where anyone's like done growing? I mean, that's kind of obvious, right?
No, we're never done growing emotionally, physically. Well, physically, yeah. We start shrinking, and things start to stiffen up. And but yeah, that's a good question. I'm still. I mean, hopefully, I'll continue learning, and you know,
Interesting. Because I think about, for me, I'm about to turn 30 soon-ish.
Don't even say I'm getting old.
I'm not.
Do not say
I'm so sorry. I didn't even mean to hint at it.
I'll kill you right now.
I just that was not my.
I'm waiting.
No,
I'm waiting. I've heard. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking back to 10 years ago when I was 20, and I felt like an adult, and like it's only been 10 years, and I'm already like, oh, holy shit, I was such a child, and I know that's going to happen again. Every 10 years, you look back and you're like, what did I know? And I guess I'm just curious if there's any point where you felt like it stopped and you were like, actually, I've kind of like leveled out in terms of my like growing and reflecting period or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
I just know. I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious. About 20 years old, you felt like you were already mature.
Yeah. I was way too cocky. I didn't know jack shit. But I when I was in college and 20 years old, I was like, adults, I don't know. I just thought I was smart. I thought I knew the world. I thought I understood politics. And
well, you're still pretty arrogant. So I mean, so don't use past tense.
You're right. It stayed with me.
Good.
I just thought I think I was really arrogant when I was 20, and I've learned just a tiny bit of humility between 20 and 30. Not that much, but a little bit.
I'll say you are. I find you very humble and one of the nicer guys on the scene.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Cool.
And I also will say, at the age of 30 is when I started I started learning about what not to do in life. Because I was a gambler, I was an alcoholic, and I was in pretty bad shape.
Wow.
And then at 30, I couldn't take it anymore, and I just started to straighten my life out. And I was a total mess through my teens, through my 20s.
What was it? Was there a rock bottom moment? Was there something that made you want to change?
Well, it was in gambling. Is it okay to talk about?
Yeah, go wild. There's no rules. It's the internet.
Okay, yeah. Hey, no. Yeah. I just my teens and my 20s were just this, as we call it in Gamblers Anonymous. It's called the slow, subtle deterioration, where we just every day it just keeps getting worse and worse until we hit a bottom. And then the age of 30. I met a woman and I really liked her, and she wanted nothing to do with me.
Wow. And
that was like so painful for me. And so I just said I have to stop everything I'm doing. I was going to hookers compulsively, like $10 crack whores in Times Square, and gambling, and I was living in a room in my mother's apartment, and not paying rent, and I was working in a junkyard, and I was just really down and out.
Wow.
So yeah, this is the good stuff, folks. This is the good stuff.
And so the fact that it was a woman is such an interesting. It's a good story.
I know, like the gambling and the hookers, that didn't do it. That didn't stop me, but the woman,
the love of a woman, that. Or not love of a woman. Did you ever connect with her down the road or anything like that?
Just on Facebook.
Okay.
10 years later.
Okay.
But that was it.
That was it.
Yeah. She was nice, but I was such a mess back then.
Wow. All right.
So at 30, I just went into therapy, and I started to.
Wow.
I went to Gamblers Anonymous and stopped drinking, stopped hookers, and
Cool. Good work. He did it.
I don't go to hook. I haven't been to a hooker in 36 years, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank God for porn, though.
A real success story.
Don't be sarcastic, right? All right. No, you be whatever you want.
I will be sarcastic.
You will. Okay.
Does it ever annoy you when young people yearn for the past? When you see kids be like, oh, it was better back in the whatever days. For a time when before they were even born, they talk about how good it was.
Are they doing it sarcastically?
No, like for real. When like kids like legitimate, like, it's a complicated, let's say political, economic, whatever. But people talk about like, oh, back in the day, you could pay for college off of one job and that sort of a thing. And like there's truth in that. Like it's gotten factually a lot worse. But does it ever frustrate you to see young people being nostalgic for something they weren't even there for?
No, I honestly haven't seen that much.
Okay.
I am annoyed when they talk about getting old.
Okay.
And they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
And they found the gray hair in their beard.
Yeah.
And they think, they're going to die in like a week. So that does annoy me.
What I can imagine why that annoys you, but what specifically is
why can you imagine?
I've got such strong empathy skills. I can. But is it just that it's so naive of them to start talking about that at that age?
Yeah, and what I would do to be in my 20s again, and do what I did over.
Yeah,
do my life over. Although I'm happy, I'm a fairly happy guy nowadays. But to go back into my 20s and do it all over would be amazing.
Yeah,
because I know what not to do.
You know what not to do.
Yeah.
Is that the main things you would change? Is not new things, just what you wouldn't do?
I would, yes. And then I would create some kind of open space for something wonderful and beautiful. If I know what not to do and I don't do it, then that creates a space in my life for something nice. And and I would have started stand up in my 20s.
When did you start?
36.
36. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like 2 years ago.
You're looking great, Mike.
Thank you.
Hanging out with I think the comics, I don't know, I've seen you around, we've hung around, mostly are in their 20s, 30s, kind of is the general age group. Do you ever feel left out by them on stuff? Do you ever feel like you're not invited to the party because you're too old for it or something like that?
do. I do.
Okay. Whoopsie.
This is better than therapy. Man. I do. I would
Okay.
love to be young again and hanging out, and also, I meet some younger female comedians who I become friendly with them, but I don't think I would ask them to go out. That's creepy to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something that I'm sorry about. That I do meet a few younger female comics, and I wouldn't go out with them just because of the age difference.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that we're friends, and but yeah, yeah. So
All right.
yeah.
Is there anything that the kids are doing these days that at first you didn't like, but now you're actually kind of on board with it?
Is that kids in comedy or kids?
Just kids, and like any new generational trends, styles, perspectives.
I think the fact that they're technologically savvy, I kind of appreciate.
Okay.
Even though it's a lot of it is social media stuff, but the fact that they know how to do cell phones and things. I mean, it can be an unhealthy thing too, but I think it's a good skill to have.
Yeah.
Otherwise they all suck. That's they just I don't know. That's a good question. And I don't see anything. I see no hope for them. I think they're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that the current young generation is uniquely screwed, like more than previous ones? Yeah,
because they don't. I'm saying they have technological skills, but they don't have to. They don't have to apply themselves in any way. That's just what I see. I don't know. For someone to become famous now, they can go on TikTok, do this for 5 minutes, and get 7 million followers.
Yeah,
and there's no skill or talent in that. So it's like there's a thing in addiction where you get instant gratification, and to me, that's kind of what the whole social media thing is. It's instant gratification, not wanting to put a little work in. It's like doing crowd work, to me, which is great, but there's no writing, and so there's no real motivation to learn anything. So yeah, I think and AI is gonna. I think that's why we need AI right now, because kids are gonna grow up without any kind of skills.
When you say that's why we need AI, what do you mean? Like, because to replace the things that the kids aren't learning?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Robots and, working and, jobs. And yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. There's instant gratification is the world we live in, that's what people are going for.
That was my life in my 30s, my 20s. It's just, not wanting to deal with anything.
How do you think people should fight back against it? When it not in, I guess, in terms of gambling, but social media, what's a strategy for delaying gratification and still feeling joy?
That's, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Put the cell phones down. And then see what they're, Ari Shafir, the comic, he once said, people need to put their computers away, go outside and just look at the trees, and we'll see that everything's okay. And, but I think with all the technological stuff, there's no need to learn or, and just being bombarded with facts and lies. And So.
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like it's just an exercise in self-control, because like I've been trying to quit a lot of I don't use TikTok anymore, and it's like it has made me happier, and it's just like it's so hard to make that decision to put it down, because especially when you're surrounded by all your friends using it, it's like, how do you be the one who decides that? It's and to not feel like you're missing out on something. That's what's really been, like, especially with the news cycles lately, is it's like everything is like you can't miss out on what's happening, and it's like you need to miss out once in a while.
Yeah, and as comics, we're also taught we need to know what's in
Yeah.
the news so we can talk about it. And
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of other stuff out there going on besides what we see in the news. And
so true.
so
Yeah, that's the key to making your comedy about you, is you don't need to worry about the news because you are always existing. You will never run out of material if you're talking about yourself. You know?
yeah, and talking about yourself and having experiences that
Yeah.
will influence your comedy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Here's one, a funner one. Should 18-year-olds really be allowed to vote? Specifically the boys.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to say something nice about the
Okay.
younger generation. So that's a good one.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. But there should be a caveat in there that they should not be allowed to have cell phones.
Okay. Get rid of the
so
cell
that they actually know what's going on
Interesting.
without being influenced by social media.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll work on that for you. I'll make that happen. Have you ever punched a teenager?
4 times.
4 times.
Yeah. Have I ever punched a teenager? My God. Yeah. When I was in high school,
Okay.
I had a couple of fights, and I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nothing since then. Never seen a teenager walking down the street.
Is there a cop? Are there police here? Am I going to get arrested? I don't know, man.
You're a person of interest.
Hopefully for my comedy and not because I punched, that's no.
Okay.
I've had thoughts, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have those thoughts too.
Well, what would you do to them? I mean,
punch them. Yeah. Give them just
Yeah.
Whenever they're in, I know this is dumb, but whenever I see teenagers in large groups, it annoys me. Because ever since like in high school, you're always in these big groups of like 10, 20 kids. And as soon as you leave high school, in my experience, you're never hanging out with more than like 3 people at a time. And I see these kids in groups of like 10 or 20, and there's nothing wrong with what they're doing, but I just hate them, and I don't know why. And
it sounds like nostalgic. Like you want to have those big hangouts.
I guess I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what stand up. I mean, if you think about it, it's just a bunch of people getting together.
True.
You know, at open mics. Anyway.
Yeah. It is just a hang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you keep up with celebrities or anything, but do you have a least favorite child celebrity?
Like a child celebrity?
Yeah.
Like
or like Timothy Chalamet, like anyone his height or lower, like young.
Nah, I don't. No, I can't even think of any. Can you give me some examples?
I can't think of any either. I don't know why I asked that question.
Well, what the fuck? Oh, man. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to curse. No, Timothy Chalamet, I've never seen any of his movies. I haven't been to a movie in 8 years now.
Wow.
So
was that a choice? Was that like you done with him or just?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done. They're too. They take me to a place of escape that I just don't want to go anymore. I want to be the people in the movies, Yeah, like Richard Gere in American Gigolo. Did you see that movie?
Yeah.
I totally wanted to be him. And,
Wow.
Yeah, I thought he was so cool, and,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't childhood celebrities. I guess they're all obnoxious because they're all they're all becoming any influencer. That's who I'll say. Anyone influencing by doing this crap. And, yeah.
What bothers you? What do influencers do that you find the most annoying?
I saw a woman lip syncing something and making faces.
Yeah.
And just doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then having 7 million followers. So I don't know. I think I'm trying to think of something that, that's that kind of stuff.
The talentless stuff, the just easy.
Yeah, and it's none of my business, really, Max. It's not my business.
Yeah.
Because that's what's out there nowadays. And
Yeah.
I know I'm being judgmental, but that's what happens when you get old. You just hate everything. Not me, but
it happened to me when I was young. I hate everything.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not really, but yes.
I don't either. I'm being stupid, but
yeah, that's an interesting subtlety that I feel like some non-comics don't get. It's like I hate everything, but I also don't hate anything. And it's nothing's worth hating, but everything is annoying. I don't know how else to say that, but it's yeah.
No, I agree. It's living in a state of hatred is just makes me miserable when I'm hating, and most 99% of stuff that I'm hating is none of my business.
Yeah.
Somebody talking too loud on the train, or I get upset about that.
Yeah.
And that's none of my business. That's what people do.
Yeah.
It's like I want to live in a state of being right, but it's not healthy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, well, I was just gonna say, but there's the catharsis then of talking about it on stage. It's interesting because it's like you do get angry. You don't want to live in that anger, but it's nice to release it somewhere
and also have an audience relate to it. Yeah. That's part of the whole process, is having an audience relate to what makes me angry. And
comedy's a very good shared experience.
Yeah. I dodged that question good about the social media, the influencers.
I'll get you next time.
All right.
Oh, slippery bastard.
Here's
one.
Old and slippery like that.
Yeah. During the
I had to fix my hair.
Ready? Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. During the good old days.
Yes.
Did people know that the bad new days were coming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I, not to this extent, though.
Okay. In what way did they know that the bad new days were coming?
It's just that's pessimism. It's just like that's like a given in life. It's just being pessimistic.
Do you think people are always assuming the worst about the future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Even when there's no reality in that. Expect the worst.
Do you think it's good or bad that the people view the world that way?
Well, I think people it keeps people's expectations down, because high expectations can lead to disappointment, which leads to depression, and so I think it's good to live in reality and be present in life, and instead of living in some kind of expectation that of the future. So yeah, I think that's.
Do you think it's safer to have less expectations, or is it just I guess I'm torn on this, because I also think that having no hope for the future can lead to depression just as much as having your expectations let down, So you have to have some hope, right, of some kind. You can't just assume the worst always.
Not about hope. I don't know about hope.
Okay.
I think not having any hope is depressing, but having some plan for the future.
Okay.
And then living life in that plan is what makes people happy, I think.
Okay. Do you think a plan, when you say a plan, how is that different from hope? Like if I have a plan for, like, let's say where my comedy career is going or whatever, would you call that a form of hope or planning? Or
no, it's not hope.
Okay.
The plan is if I make a plan, I'm going to be taking specific actions. But hope, I could be sitting there and I hope I do something today. Hope is not, to me, it's not. It doesn't help to have hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Because hope is like something in the mind that's just gonna, I hope this happens, instead of I'm gonna do this and make it happen.
So you would say anything you hope for, instead you should just have action planned for it.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why I'm doing open mics for 27 years now. Because I hoped, I'd get past to the club, and I never took the steps.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What you've never auditioned for a club or anything like that, or?
I think once.
Okay.
I've done festivals and things.
Yeah.
But, just won a couple of contests. Come inside the Laughing Buddha, man.
Yeah.
We won't mention them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's I just never took the steps.
Yeah.
I live more in hope than reality.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You live in hope more than reality?
I've lived in hope
I
more
see.
than taking the actual steps to become a successful comic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So but I thought you were saying you don't think hope is the right choice. So
right.
Okay.
It hasn't been.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can't wait for hope either. That's another thing I've learned as an older man. I can't wait to be hopeful about something in order to do something. Whether I feel like it or not, I need to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, and as you get older, you'll see that. I think.
Yeah. It's interesting. I've never really heard, I guess, hope talked about in this way. It's a unique perspective.
Cool, man. Right?
Yeah.
Is this going right? Like
No, it's terrible. This is awful.
No. It's become more philosophical than.
I like to let it be whatever it's gonna be.
Okay.
I make no plans.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, that's mine. Not hoping is I write questions, but I also hope that something completely unexpected happens. That's my favorite. Is if you say something I wasn't expecting, that's what I want to hear.
Okay.
So,
All right.
why do you think people are scared to get older?
Because it's harder to get dates, I think. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Just sex makes the world go round.
Yeah. Just it's harder to meet the opposite or same sex or whatever.
Everything else just gets better with age. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I think so. You slow down. You become less worried about stuff. I should speak for myself. I don't worry about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm happy where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
Which is younger people, are always striving. But
Yeah.
it really is about meeting someone.
Interesting.
That's the worst part about getting older.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, Al Pacino is what, 80s?
Yeah.
He just had a baby with a 20-year-old woman. So he doesn't have to worry because he's Al Pacino. But when you're Mike Kramer, you just, it's hard. It's hard.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. That's
Was that yeah?
Yeah, no, that's a good answer.
It's the truth.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck. Maybe some sexy ladies will see this and
I hope so, Max.
I thought hope was off the table.
You're right, man. You're right. I'm such an asshole. Could you edit that out, Connor? Please, because I just contradicted myself. And now I sound like a real asshole, which I probably have for most of the podcast anyway. But, Jesus.
When you were a kid, what were adults complaining about?
Let me see. I think the main thing was that the Blue Army didn't have enough ammunition in the Civil War.
I like that you said blue.
Yeah.
You don't remember which side.
The blue was that was the Union.
I see.
The Confederates were the gray.
Okay.
So yeah, that was one thing. And then what's that? Scurvy was around in like the 1700s. And kids were dying from scurvy.
Okay.
I had it for about 3 weeks, and then I made it.
So glad.
Yeah, thanks. And then Columbus was taking too long to come to America.
Yeah,
so
you were all waiting for him here, and when's he getting here?
When's he getting here, man?
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet or anything, so we just had a carrier pigeon come fly and say he's on his way.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and then Jesus was complaining about being nailed to the cross. And,
Sounds like you were a child at a lot of different times, Mike. I'm a little confused. Maybe my history is wrong, but I could have sworn there's like 2,000 years between some of these events.
Yeah, I had a long childhood.
Okay.
And, I'm still in there. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But what was the question?
When you were a kid, what were adults complaining about?
I think the Knicks, because they were always bad every year. They were just.
That's still happening now.
Yeah. I'm being facetious, but I'm not.
Yeah.
People complained about sports and the home teams and but I get I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay.
I think I'm not sure.
Was the phrase "kids these days" thrown around back then? No. Okay.
No, I don't recall that.
Okay.
I could because I don't remember.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't recall that.
All right.
Yeah, and I think kids were a lot nicer when I was a kid.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
You think manners were more important back then? Or,
Yeah, we were taught. We would also hit. We got hit a lot.
Yeah.
I got hit a lot. And,
yeah.
so we learned to be disciplined and to respect people.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we grow up and we're like pieces of shit, because we got hit so much. And we're phonies because we want to hit people. So, yeah.
Do you think it's better to have polite kids who were beaten into being polite and then turn out to be terrible? Or just like medium kids who stay medium their whole life?
I think medium.
Okay.
Which is what comedians are now. They're all medium. That's exactly.
That's what you were saying at the beginning.
Yeah. When we were kids, we got hit, we got punished.
Yeah.
Now so they're more,
less extremes.
Yeah. But I also don't think you should hit kids.
Okay, cool. Thanks for establishing.
Yeah.
Would you? I guess I'm kind of curious if you think that like, do you see comedy overall? Do you think this sterile phase we are in, where younger people have less extreme opinions for comedy, less uniqueness, do you think that's going to last forever, or do you think that's a just right now thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think personally, I think everything's going to be on social media. So I think live performances. I don't know.
You think they're gonna?
I don't know how long it's going to take, but I just think people are going to stay home more. And,
interesting.
It's Netflix, and people don't have to go to the movies anymore. AMC's going out of business. The movie theaters, and so I think people are going to start staying home more. So I'm not sure.
I like to imagine there's going to be some weird flip where like they make it so easy to stay at home that, I feel like kids always want to do the opposite of whatever their parents are doing. And so the next generation is going to see their parents sitting on the couch all day and be like, we actually love going outside, just as like an act of defiance, just to rebel.
That's, okay.
Who knows?
It might happen.
Who knows? I think kids just like to do the opposite. That's their whole thing. Whatever their parents are doing, they're just different. There's no logic to it. It's just,
Yeah, I think that's the parents' fault too. The parents, if they're good parents, the kids would want to be like them. Yeah.
Smart. Did you want to be like your parents?
My father, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was he like? What traits in your dad were most inspiring?
I think the fact that he smacked me around a lot. I think that was one of the best things about him. And he yelled at me, and I did all kinds of stuff. But he was an engineer, a chemical engineer, and he was also he was very creative also, and he had a great sense of humor. So he had his shadow, but he also was a really good guy, and he was very smart. So
cool.
Yeah.
Sick. From your childhood, was there anything that you thought was going to last forever that ended up just being a trend?
I guess my hair, I guess. If I had to be honest. You don't think about but I didn't think it would be a trend. But from my childhood, I don't recall a lot of trends like that.
Yeah.
I guess mini skirts were a trend back then.
Yeah.
And they don't really wear them anymore. But that kind of stuff, like fashion was very trendy back then. So mini skirts, high boots. Women used to wear these high boots. I guess they still do, but they're not trendy anymore.
Okay.
That's it. I don't recall.
Do you see? I feel like this brings up an interesting thought of like without social media, without the internet, with all that stuff, trends were more localized, I assume, back in the day, because you just didn't have everyone watching the same exact content as they do now. Do you think that's true? First of all, I guess.
Back when I was a kid?
Before the internet, do you feel like it was more like physically local trends? Like, let's say this was happening in Manhattan, this was happening in Brooklyn, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I think you're not going to see women walking around in mini skirts and high heel in boots in Jersey or
Mhm.
in the Midwest. I think in the more metropolitan areas, people were more into that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
fashion, which is I think is still true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels like now, I mean, do you think fashion has gotten more universal where everyone's kind of doing the same thing? Do you think everything's gotten more universal? Like everyone's doing the same thing just in general?
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah. That's
okay.
why comedy is so watered down.
Yeah. You're really not a fan of what the kids are doing in comedy these days.
No.
Okay.
No. There's some good ones.
Yeah.
There are some good ones. I don't want to make it like a blanket statement, which is what I did, but there are some good ones. None come to mind. But yeah, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan.
Yeah.
All right. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I was gonna change your mind, but I don't think I can.
No, please. I wish you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's good ones. I think it's different. I don't know. My experience of comedy right now is I feel like when I really liked stand up in the like early 2000s, like the like I would say Louis C.K. like at his peak. There was a lot of other comics at that time that I really was into. I don't like where it went after that. Like I would say late 2010s, whatever. Like I'm not a huge fan of like Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle's return. Like Dave Chappelle's more recent stuff has been not my cup of tea because it got very preachy in my mind. It got very telling you how to think. And some of the like new comics, like who aren't famous yet at all or any, to me are pushing back against that and are returning comedy to a little bit more just like absurdism, I would say, which is like it hasn't happened yet, but I have optimistic beliefs that like there's some potential out there for like a new wave of more just pure humor comedy.
Sure.
But,
and they'll stand out. Those comics are more absurd.
Yeah.
They'll stand out because all the rest are just very generic. And so yeah. I hope you're right.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you see amongst the newer comics at like the open mic scenes? What do you see them doing that's like they don't realize how unoriginal it is?
Well, first off, most of them go up there with notes.
Okay. Not a fan.
No.
Okay.
No. But I get that they want to work on material, so that's just my own preference.
Yeah. I
don't go up with notes, and because I like to improvise a lot up there. But I get that they're working on material.
Okay.
But to me, what was the question? What do they
not realize is unoriginal that they're doing?
Everything they're doing, all the material.
Yeah.
They're just not talking about personal stuff. And I think starting out, or some are talking about they're young and they're talking about the wars and the like yeah.
What do you mean by they're talking about the wars? Like they're complaining about the world or something? Or?
Yeah, they're complaining about the world, and they're 20 years old and they haven't even lived yet. And,
I see.
When you have stuff to complain about, or you've been through things.
Yeah.
Like I've been through stuff.
Yeah.
In my life, so there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and that's the thing I don't see a lot of. Yeah. There's not a lot of pain, and because that's what they say. Pain, comedy is pain times plus time.
Yeah.
Tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
So you need tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Do you think that the younger comics who don't really have tragedy, but are still trying to be comics,
good for them,
but I guess what I'm wondering is like, what do you think makes them want to be a comic? Because I almost feel like everyone I know who wants to be a comic has some pain they're trying to express.
Yeah.
So when you don't see pain in their material, do you think it's because they're scared of addressing it, or just because they don't know who they are? Or like, what do you think the cause of that is?
Maybe they haven't been through anything.
But then why do they want to be a comic, I guess is my...
That's their choice. Maybe they saw Louis C.K. and they're like, oh, I'd like to do that. Seriously, I think it's good for them for doing that. And they'll find a voice. Maybe that's something that they need to do, is find their voice. It took me 10 years to start expressing myself on stage. So, good for them for starting, and eventually they'll find a voice. And I'm I have to say I'm a little harsh about that. But yeah, they'll find something that they love to talk about, and that'll give them their voice. Like Louis C.K. loves to talk about his pain. He loves to, that's one of the reasons I love him so much.
Yeah.
He just lets it all hang out.
Yeah. How did you any tips / how did you find your voice as a comic?
I don't know. I one day I just went up, I started yelling, and people laughed, and I guess I got it. Does of course in comedy that's another thing we seek out is approval.
Yeah.
So at that point I got approval. People liked it, and so I started yelling, and then I started to really find the things that bothered me. And then I started talking about myself. I used to write one-liners. That was how I started in comedy. Yeah. I just wrote one-liners. Like I picked up a woman in a bar. She said, "Put me down," and that was a Connor. You could have laughed at that. You could have made me feel good. I took a woman out on a date, and I splurged. I went all out. Yeah. I told her, "Go ahead. You can have whatever you want on your slice of pizza." Those are the kinds of jokes that I started out, and I saw it was not fulfilling. And then I said, "You know what? I want to do something else because I love comedy." Yeah. And I just started talking about things that. Yeah.
So you felt empty doing those jokes, and you were eventually driven to. You had to express yourself.
Yeah.
Do you think
find my voice?
Find your voice,
which all comics do.
Yeah. It's tough though. It's a process. It's. I feel like I'm in the midst of it. Like I feel like I'm definitely still learning my voice as a comic, and it's I don't know.
What's your voice? Would you say?
I like to. I actively think I'm still in the midst of figuring that out, but I really enjoy the idea that everything we're doing is ridiculous. That just like the human condition is ridiculous. Right. Like I like to say, like, we're all dying and we still have to take out the trash. Yeah. And it's a lot of my humor is about, like, I have a joke about which religion actually picked the right God and how silly we all are running around trying to fight over which God. And like I have a lot of jokes that are about like death, religion, and that sort of stuff. Yeah. So I would say the absurdity of the human condition and us collectively laughing at ourselves is a lot of what I talk about on stage. But that's not really a voice fully succinctly yet. So I don't, it's halfway there.
It sounds like something you're interested in though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an existential guy. I am drawn to that sort of stuff. So,
yeah. And do you talk about? See, that's another thing is how do you talk about how it affects you?
That's what I think I need to work on. I think most of my comedy early on was way too impersonal. It was like facts, Yeah. And in the past year, I've been a lot more trying to be like, here's the story about me that contextualizes this joke, Because I think I was telling jokes out in space. Yeah. And like now I'm putting them inside the story of who I am as a person. Yeah. Which I think is helping them land a lot more.
Yeah. And audiences will appreciate it more too.
They do. I think that's what they really want from us. They want to see you be vulnerable. They want to, they want to watch you expose yourself in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And how things affect us, and they can be existential stuff and things that exist outside of us, but how it affects us is, and I think Bill Burr is amazing at that.
Love him
because he doesn't once in a while talk about personal stuff, but he also talks about things, but you could tell he's really affects him in a certain way. So
yeah, it's interesting, but it's what I always think about is riding the line where it's like, I want the audience to feel taken care of. I don't want them to feel worried about me.
Right.
So you have to like be in control, and there's a way in which you have to have. I feel like I have to have a certain level of perspective on my emotions. Like if I'm too inside them, I can't make them funny, and so I need to tap into my emotions, but not live inside the emotions, and it's a tough little balancing act.
Yeah, you don't want to go up there and have the audience go, "Oh my God, this guy there's something. We better be concerned about. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's way in which the audience wants to be taken care of. It's they're like little kids.
Yeah. And they're there to be entertained.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Gotta give them their money's worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go take a sip.
Take a sip.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We're nearing the end.
Oh man, that's great water, man. that is so good. Where do you get this?
It's straight from the cup, fresh.
Really grow it
right off the vine, it's just a cup of water.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Max's official cup of water. Order it now. It comes full of water if you buy the cup.
It comes with water?
It comes with water. We ship it with water.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, plug it.
Oh my God, that's so good. I didn't mean that, young comics. I think you're all wonderful. You're so good. You're great. I love you. You can't talk about your dates and your freaking, I went on a date yesterday. You know what? I'm jealous of you. That's all. I'm jealous because I haven't had a date in 7 years. So, no, go ahead. That was true.
I liked that. Yeah, it's been 7.
No, it's been a little less. I'm actually going out with a woman Monday.
Hell yeah!
But she doesn't want anything to do with me. Yeah.
Oh, you've already decided that. You know that for a fact.
No, she already decided.
God damn, Mike.
Whatever.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. This is entertaining. That's what we're here.
Please go out with me, Amy. Man. I love you, Amy. I love you. I love you.
Amy.
Connor, can you edit that out? No.
Amy, go out with him. Do it, Amy.
Listen to it, Max. We're going to Carnegie Hall, by the way.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, splurging on the girl. That's good.
I get free tickets.
You dog. You slippery dog.
I'm a slippery dog.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Last question. No, it's wonderful.
Last question. This has been fun.
It's been great. What's the worst advice you ever got from someone older than you?
Wow. Someone older. Nobody's older than me. So
okay. Maybe, do you remember back in the day when there was 1 or 2 people who were...
Well, Columbus told me to, Jesus told me, to wear wristbands so I don't get nails in my wrists. Let me see. Custer told me to never fight Indians. And Robert E. Lee told me to join the Union Army.
Okay. What a life you've lived.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting. So, no, that's a good question. What's the best advice I got?
Worst. You can do best, but worst is what I was interested in.
From someone older?
Yeah, like when you were young and someone said, like I remember going to college and someone's like, this is the best years of your life, live it up. And I'm like, after having gone to college, it was fine. I've had better years since then. I don't believe that shit. So I'm curious if you have any pieces of wisdom that you now disregard.
I'm trying to think. My grandmother might have told me something, but oh my God, that's I can't think of any. Maybe I'm just not. I can't remember.
Okay.
That
any advice? Then what's a good piece of advice you would that you got one time you would pass on? You've kept it with you.
From someone else or my own?
Or your own. Well, yeah, let's just do advice. If we've got nothing, then
let me tell you, I could go on forever about that, but I just from my own perspective.
Yeah. Do you have a mantra? Do you have like a motto you live by?
Yeah, just stop doing the wrong things.
Oh,
that's what I.
How do you know what the wrong things are?
I know. Everybody knows.
Okay.
I really believe that everybody knows what we're doing to ourselves.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe not. Because they say in addiction, you're part of the addictive process is you don't know that it's wrong. So maybe I'm wrong in that respect. But yeah, I don't know. Don't give advice. That's my advice. Because people don't like it. Do you know what
I
mean?
agree. I think that's
Right?
good advice.
Don't give advice.
All right. I like that. I like that as an end note. Thank you,
Is that
Mike.
the end?
Yeah, that's the end. That's don't give
man.
advice. I'm so sorry. I would love to go longer, but we're right at our we got like 10 minutes. Anything else you want to throw on there?
No, this is I really appreciate you doing this.
Appreciate you being
asking
here.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Mike.
Yeah.
Come back for more episodes. I think I'm doing one. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm doing some good ones coming up. I'm going to be talking about New York City. Is it all that special? I think that's what the next episode is going to be.
With other people?
Yeah, with other people.
Yeah.
I think I might get Joey Page if he's willing to do it.
Joey's a nut.
He's a crazy guy.
Yeah. See, he's a unique comic.
He is. I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I want him.
Yeah.
All right. Come back, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Oh, thank you. Mike Kramer.
Mike Kramer.
ClownsNewYork.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't let you plug. Clowns.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah. Look into this one and tell him.
Mike Kramer, ClownsNewYork.com. Also at Mike Kramer Comedy.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.